Hello, everyone. Kurt Kelly, and it's good to be back here in the studios with you. Been out for a little bit, had a fairly big travel schedule here the last couple of weeks. But, we've had a big year here in 2024. I just think about the sort of the difficult things we've had to deal with, all the hurricanes. And frankly, we've got one sitting around out there, Sarah, that may be something we're dealing with next week. This Florida, we know how to deal with all these issues. We've also had some big changes on the horizon with what's happening politically. Now, at a national level, obviously there's some changes, and that means that the Children's Bureau and ACF, there'll be some changes there, and we look forward to having conversations. But with changes are opportunities to go in and talk about some of the things we've been concerned about with FFPSA and other things. So we're continuing to have good conversations. I've actually had some conversations with folks around that venue already. But I'll tell you where we're really focusing on is the new legislature that's coming in. Clearly, we have two new presiding officers. We have Danny Perez, who's been a friend and a good friend of child welfare, and we appreciate him. He's going to be Speaker of the House, and Ben Albritton, who is also a good friend. So we have two good presiding officers that we're friendly with, we have good relationships with, but also we have a whole lot of new members. And I know that Natasha and I and Chip have been already having conversations with legislators. We found out that Josie Tomko is going to be head of the HHS committee. Josie has been a really good friend to child welfare and a very strong advocate of community-based care. And now as they start beginning to put the subcommittee chairs, we don't know all of those yet, but as soon as we get the subcommittee chairs and then the subcommittee members, we will then begin to spend time going and targeting, having conversations with them. I've had an opportunity already to meet with quite a few legislators, in some cases in person, lunches, breakfasts, and so forth. In other cases, just by Zoom or by phone call. And I know Natasha is right now, she's down working with some folks down in the Heartland area today, meeting with legislators. So we're doing a lot of that work. All of that's preparatory to what we've got coming up this legislative session. Let me get you ready for that because I think we have a big session. Clearly, we're going to be talking about the allocation model and how it affects everyone. Clearly, we're going to be talking about getting allocations and how that affects everyone. And then clearly, we're going to be looking at some other legislation that our committees are working together on. Now, let me just thank our legislative committee right now. I have to tell you that Kim Daughtery and Lisa Kroger have both done a marvelous job and just putting the new legislative committee together and working with Natasha. We had a great meeting the other day around this. And so I just want to say how much I appreciate their leadership. And in that leadership, we were talking about our rally and tally that's going to be coming up. Now, it's going to be further in this year. It's going to be in February. But I need to get you ready to send your folks up. We're going to really have a rally this year. We're going to rally our folks to come in, get on the same page with our legislation, and then we're going to work the halls real diligently this year. We have a coalesced message that we are going to have to tell. But with all the new members that are coming in, I think that we have an opportunity to really put a good foot forward on what we're doing community-based care. All right, with all that said, we have a lot of things we're going to be finishing out this year. I know that we'll have our year-end board meeting coming up in December, and I know our board chairs have done a marvelous job. I just want to thank Mike and Mike. They have done a fantastic job this year. Mike Watkins, Mike DeBreezy. By the way, Mike DeBreezy, once again, congratulations on your victory. He decided to stick his toe in the water and run for office. He is now the commissioner of Largo, and I will call him the Honorable Mike DeBreezy. With all of that, listen, we're excited for you for going into our newsletter. We're trying to make sure we provide you good information. There's a lot of things that we're doing in the coalition. We do this weekly for you so you can have it. I also want to remind you that I've asked for information. I have to also advocate on your behalf for some of the good work you've done during the hurricanes. Keep sending us your pictures, sending us your stories. We need to be able to put those together, coalesce that, and talk to the legislators, our funders, all the good work we're doing. With all that said, I hope you have a great time this week. Take some time off this weekend a little bit, but get geared up. We got a big year coming in 2025. We'll finish strong this year, and then we're going to get right into next year heavily. With that, God bless and continue to heal through love and peace.